Kong is a world-class financial center, which operates under the oversight of 4 regulatory bodies charged with the responsibility of maintaining the region's financial stability and integrity. The 4 principal regulators are the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, the Securities and Futures Commission, the Insurance Authority, and the Mandatory Provident Fund Schemes Authority. They are responsible respectively for maintaining monetary and banking stability, securities and futures market, insurance, and the mandatory provident fund schemes. This clear division of responsibility makes it easy for financial institutions to understand which entity to contact when they plan to start and carry on a regulated business in Hong Kong. Underpinned by sound regulatory regime and robust risk management, Hong Kong has continued to be a leading international financial center despite challenges.
Today's financial markets are global, fast-changing, and highly complex. Hong Kong maintains a regulatory regime that's a mix of principles-based and prescriptive regulations that have developed over time.
For this reason, Hong Kong is a member of all the major international regulatory organizations and associations. Hong Kong's rigorous international approach to financial regulation is one of the many reasons that it attracts global businesses.
The digital asset space is a very important innovation that will transform the world. But because it is new, there will also be uncertainty and volatility. Hong Kong's recent announcement that it is enabling the building of a virtual assets ecosystem signifies not only its determination to be innovative, but also its commitment to thoughtfully regulate. This shows that Hong Kong's regulatory system is really adapting to the cutting edge of innovation and cementing Hong Kong's role as an international financial center.
We maintain productive relationships with all the regulatory bodies that oversee our business operation in the region. The Security Futures Commission, or SFC, has a wide range but clearly defined remit. One of the SFC's most important roles is their oversight of investment products that are offered to retail investors.
The SFC also vets and approves new listing applications for listing on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, in conjunction with the exchange itself. Companies that are listed on the exchange are also subject to ongoing surveillance from both organizations. The SFC also regulates takeovers, privatizations, and other merger transactions.
In the recent years, the SFC has expanded its regulatory framework to include granting licenses for virtual asset trading platforms following the latest developments of Web3, which includes NFTs and cryptocurrencies. As regulatory bodies across the globe continue to grapple with both the opportunities and the challenges of this new asset class, the SFC's approach is indicative of the responsiveness in addressing emerging market opportunities and managing risks for businesses and investors. As Animoca Brands operates in the digital asset space, we mainly work with the SFC on the virtual assets regulations. Our aim is to work with SFC to thoughtfully establish rules that would both help develop the digital asset space and create an environment where the very important Web3 community can grow and thrive.
Along with our industry peers, we maintain a positive relationship with the SFC, and we found them to be very helpful and receptive to a two-way dialogue on all matters related to the market.
The insurance industry is an integral part of Hong Kong's economy. There are over 160 insurance companies in Hong Kong. While the Insurance Authority has regulatory oversight over the insurance industry, it also plays a key role in facilitating the stable development of the industry in Hong Kong, such as modernizing the regulatory infrastructure. Notably, the IA embraces a consultative and engaging approach in rolling out different regimes while adhering to international standards. It has successfully become the host regulator of several multinational insurance companies. This cements Hong Kong's position as a regional insurance hub. Some practitioners are uneasy with regulators of different markets, But we've found the insurance authority really appreciates effective communication and market opinions.
We've always found the Hong Kong Exchange to be very professional. The process is transparent, which actually made Hong Kong an appealing listing avenue for us. And we had a number of interactions with the exchange through our IPO sponsors and our law firms. During the listing phase, was really receptive to understanding our unique situation.
We also appreciate the exchange bringing in the high-growth, emerging and innovative industries. The reform of listing rules for pre-revenue biotech companies and new economy companies with non-standard share structures for raising capital in Hong Kong, for example, is an absolute triumph.
There's some level of natural overlap between the four regulators in performing their functions, as they ultimately share the responsibility to protect the strengths, resilience, and the integrity of our marketplace.
This information sharing is also important when a specific regulator is assessing the suitability of an intermediary's application to gain a license, registration, or authorization. Understanding the intermediary's previous track record is crucial as part of the decision-making criteria. So it makes sense that information pertaining to regulatory actions or investigations is shared.
There are some cross-agency steering committees on specific themes, such as on ESG, to achieve a better alignment and expedite on the implementation across various financial services sectors.
The roles, responsibility and powers of our four financial regulators are clearly articulated, and we understand they aim to operate with a high degree of transparency and independence.
Each of the regulators have similar powers to examine and investigate the business practices of the institutions they oversee. They can also initiate disciplinary proceedings as an outcome of their findings. They must articulate their concerns to an affected party and allow that party to be heard before making a final decision.
However, the power of our financial regulators is not unlimited, and there are sensible legal checks and balances in place to ensure a fair process for all.
The relationship between Hong Kong and mainland regulators falls under the HKSAR basic law system of one country, two systems. Hong Kong maintains a separate legal system and a separate financial system, which includes separate financial laws, regulations, and the regulators.
Close regulatory interaction is increasing and will likely increase in the years ahead. While the two sets of regulators are currently legally separate, we understand that there are a range of formal and informal cooperative systems that the regulators use to perform their respective functions.
Both mainland China and Hong Kong adopt an institutional approach in financial regulation, which means a firm's legal status determines which regulator is tasked with overseeing its activities from both a safety and soundness and a business conduct perspective.
Banking, securities, and insurance sectors are therefore supervised by different agencies, though in the mainland China, banking and insurance regulation have been combined into CBIRC. Hong Kong's development is built upon the Basic Law, which enshrines the city's governing policies of one country, two systems, and makes the city the only jurisdiction adopting the common law legal system in the country.
In comparison, mainland's legal system is based primarily on civil law, which statutes are essential reference for judges,